Hey there, it's Dawn here. Thank you for being here, still alive and kicking. Oh dear, things are just piling up. They really are. I think I'm having my run of bad luck. I've talked a lot before about um, how you get copyright strikes and not an issue. I know how to put claims in, but how long have I been doing that countdown? Not the bit you've just seen, but the bit prior to that, the actual countdown. Been using that sometime. Suddenly today they decide not only is it a copyright strike when I've got screenshots that says this music is free to use by the owner. No, it doesn't matter. They're actually taking legal action now because I refuse to stop using it because it says it's totally free to use. I will not be beaten. I will not. You think I've got other things to deal with right now, wouldn't you? But oh dear. Okay, so let's have a look at the comments and see who's there. Oh, we have lots of peeps in. Thank you. We have Steve and Tina Jewell saying good morning, and we've got something coming up about Steve and Tina Jewell in a minute. And Steve's like, oh, yes, we have something coming up about Steve and Tina Jewell. Interesting. We have Life in the Piedmont Homestead. Hello to Tina. We have Glitter World. Hello to Shirley. And everyone's saying hello to each other. Guys, if you haven't already seen it, do see my video that I've posted a little while ago today. It's an update on my situation. I was thinking about calling it good news, bad news, but for me, well, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Don't be joyful. For me, I think it's worse, but some of you guys go, oh, that's fine. Yes, well, watch the video and then I'll talk about it when everyone's seen the video. If you've got questions, as long as you've watched the full video, because sometimes people ask me questions about the video and it clearly says in the video the question they're asking. So as long as you watch the full video, then please put your questions in the comments under that or talk about it on my live. That's fine. Okay, shall we get started today? And because Steve and Tina Jill are probably like going, what's happening? What's going on? What are you saying about me? Shall we start with that first of all today so they can stop panicking about what I'm going to say about them? And this will come under this. So I've already said about pop over and watch the video I've posted today, but as well, if you haven't met my other channel yet, do go over and have a look there because there's completely different content, and that channel is Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. And I'm going to share with you now on my screen live the video I posted on there today. The words were sent to me by Steve and Tina Jewell. The footage you see is film of my land. So I've put the pictures to it and the background music, and Steve and Tina sent me the words. And it's a little poem they made. Here's Bernie. So give me a second to bring that up. And I'll see you on the other side and we will discuss. So words were sent by Steve and Tina Jewell, footage. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much, Steve and Tina, for sending that to me, the words. And those of you who are new to my channel, yes, all what you saw was views from my garden. Yes, all of it. I was in my garden filming all of it. The goats aren't mine, but we have goats coming next door to us every day. And I would say that's one of my favourite things, is to hear the goat bells. Shirley saying, I'm here turning my compost boxes today. First time since winter. Yay for Shirley. Do go and check out her growing, what she's doing. Steve and Tina Jules say, thanks, still. No, thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed making that. And I thought it was important to get the feel of the area at the end of that video as well. That chameleon, that's so funny. That's how I feel at the moment. Someone throw me a lemon. Someone throw me a lemon. And reaching out, and I took inspiration from that chameleon. Like, no matter how difficult and how many times you fall from the tree trunk, just find another way and reach for that lemon. Shall we make that a phrase? Reach for the lemon. Reach for the lemon. There we go. Reach for the lemon. That's very good. Okay, let's do. He was funny. Yes, he was. I just happened to see him. He was quite small. He was only about that long, including his tail. So you'd say a baby one, but I've seen like absolute miniature ones, baby ones. So I just happened to go out there and see him. And there's actually a lot more footage of chameleons on my channel. If you go on my playlist on this channel, I think it's called Animals playlist. There's tons of chameleon footage. One of my favourites. He made it. Yes, I will make it. We will make it. Okay, let's go on to this. Well, today Mike said, what are you doing? Bring your camera out, quick, quick. And I was like, oh, he's seen a chameleon. He knows I love to film those, or something like that. So I followed him out the gate, and he's at his car. He's about to open the boot. And I thought, what's he got in there? It's got, normally he says it like that if it's an animal to film. Anyway, so he opened the back of the car, and he's found these two, I won't say armchairs, they're two parts of a sofa. You know how you can have segments, different parts of it, and you can put them together in different ways, and there's two parts. So if you remember, quite some time ago, I found two really nice armchairs, really big, lovely, lovely armchairs, and he wanted to put them outside on what will eventually be a terrace by our sun lounge. And he said, can we put them there? I went, no, they're really good. They don't match. I said, no, they're really good, nice, big, comfy ones. I love a big armchair. They're not like high backs, but really big, squarey ones. And I said, no, you're not having those for outside. Well, he said these two he found, they are his find, so he will have them outside. And he's already put them outside. Yes, of course, we'll bring them in the winter, but they were found. So if they go to nothing eventually, I mean, they're out in the sun, so they will rot eventually anyway. But you'll see that. So you'll see footage at some point where it be another salvage find or something like that. And I save a few up and try and make a whole video out of them sometimes, or just stick them in with something else. So you will see them. And yeah, it was genuine when you see me. I'm at the car and filming it. I think I say on it, Mike's just told me to come out with a camera, and he opened the door and out comes one. I was like, oh, that's a good find. And then another one comes out. So that's the inspiration and creation. What do you make out of nothing? Do you make something out of nothing? Now, I have found recently a toolbox, and it's discoloured, but it works. And I'm putting things like a cutting knife and my secateurs, things like that, what I call tools for the garden that I want to keep dry. and at the moment they're on the patio. And I thought, well, they can go there. Oh, my sticks I use to label plants, so little bits and pieces. And I actually went on to another shout out for today, Repurpose My Way, and that's Shelley. And she does loads of crafts. She finds things or buys them really cheap and does them all up. So if you're into crafts, go and look at Repurpose My Way Shelley. And I actually said to her, if I did kind of, is it called decoupage, where you cut out pictures and stick them on, glue them on? And I said, I don't have varnish. I think you're supposed to varnish over the top. I don't have varnish. I'm pretty sure I've seen somewhere people put clear glue over the top. I said, it's not for anything special, so it's not like a tray and it's going to get used. And I was thinking I might paint the edges of it. It's got kind of little lips on the edge of the lid and things like that. I might paint those with my model paint, because it's plastics. I thought, oh, my model craft paint, I've still got some left. That should work. And then I'm going to stick, if I've got enough old birthday cards and things like that with garden things on, stick those all over, clear glue over the top. If it's a right mess, who cares? It's something to do, and I can't make it look worse. Let's put it that way. So what's your inspiration and creation? Have you found anything? Have you recycled something? If you're watching this back later, do let me know in the comments, because I'd be really interested to know. Okay, let's go on to this. And on that note, let's talk about recycling, cleaning, upcycling, and we'll talk about how you can clean copper. Now, I have done a big video on this before. If you're interested in the link, then do ask and I will give you the link. My first tip is copper can be cleaned with equal quantities of vinegar and salt. Now, when I cleaned this, I salvaged from the dump a great big copper pan. I believe you make marmalades or jams in it. It's only about that deep, but really wide. And I tried 2 or 3 different tips to see what worked best. It was well old. Couldn't even tell it was copper. That's how old it was. So clean with equal quantities of vinegar and salt, rinse with warm water and polish with a soft cloth. The next tip, to clean copper pans, in a bowl mix 4 soup spoonfuls, which is 50 grams of flour, 2 egg whites, a small glass of vinegar and a pinch of salt. Rub the copper pans with this mixture and rinse with warm water. The next one is immerse old and badly stained copper for a few minutes only in a solution of powdered toilet cleaner and water. When the copper begins to change colour, remove immediately and rinse thoroughly. Polish as usual. And the last one, use a ball of crumpled silver foil, or some of you would say aluminium foil, some of you will say aluminum foil, and some of you might just say silver kitchen foil, that stuff. So use a crumpled silver ball of that. You can also use the silver from cigarette packets for cleaning old copper, so the silver bit you get in there. Or the chrome parts of a bicycle or pram can also be cleaned that way. So let me know your tips if you have any tips. Stephen, Tina, Jill say, I'm trying to use a weed whacker carburetor on a moped using 3D printed manifold. Look at you go. Wow. Steve's very creative, guys. I hope you're checking out his channel. There's some very interesting things on there. I think I first got into Steve's channel, something I was looking about electric bikes. He can tell you things about electric bikes. I think that's what we were first looking at, if we had to give up our car, if Mike got an electric bike and could go and get shopping, and he was going to see how he could make some trailer thing with it, but we live on the mountain. I said, there's no way you could do that. So yes, go and check out Steve's channel. Are you filming that, Steve? Is there going to be film footage of this, or is it your own little experimento? Very interesting, very creative. Mike, if you don't know, is a aircraft engineer. He also built a lot of kit cars, and he actually, the very first airplanes, he wasn't around then, but he actually got them back, rebuilt them and got them running back, and he could talk to you all day about that. I keep saying he should put some of that on his channel. He's got pictures of the airplanes he rebuilt and much more. Yes, Steve says we like our electric bikes. Certainly, if we were ever going to get one, you would be my first port of call for sure, which would be best to get. I believe they've gone right down in price now, because it's like anything, as newer things come out, then some things go down in price, like drones. We'd love a drone. We're just waiting till we know what one we want. And we're just waiting until there's so many more out there that our one goes to like pocket money. Can you imagine the amazing footage we will get? You just saw the view from our garden. Can you imagine if we had a drone up there? It'd be awesome. We did have some footage of, I've spoken before, our very first wedding anniversary out here. Mike flew a plane over the top and I took loads of pictures. So we do have that, but obviously the quality, it was just like an instant camera. The quality wasn't perfect, so that would be good. Steve says, I'm trying to put a video of the 3D fix for the moped if it gets running. That'd be really awesome. You want to go on to Old Car Junkie's channel if you haven't already been there. He does messing around with mechanics and all sorts. So I think you two would have a lot of interest in each other. So yeah, Old Car Junkie, he's often on this channel. Okie doke, let's go on to this. So these are still from my after dinner speech book. There's so many. I just flick through and pick one. So I can't tell you how far through the book I am because I'm just randomly flicking. Hence why I tick things off what I've done. So this one says, a balloonist told me recently that despite all modern contrivances such as altimeters and radar, when an air balloon is in a cloud, it is impossible to find out in which direction you're going, like up or down. What you do, therefore, is take a piece of ordinary tissue and throw it over the side of the basket. If it goes down, you know you're going up and then you deflate. If it goes up, you know you're going down and you inflate. I would swear that as I was passing 11 Downing Street one recent weekend, just before the season of budget decisions, I saw the Chancellor of the Exchequer leaning out of the bathroom window at the side, doing, what do you think? Throwing out little pieces of tissue. Inflation or not? That was quite clever, really. I think that's quite fun. Okay, let's hit our quote of the day, quote corner for Monday. Yes, that's a very good one. Okay, let's check the comments. Good, that one. You like that one? Yeah, so it was a bit different, that one, wasn't it? Wasn't what I call a ha-ha joke. It was just like a smart joke. Smart joke. Okay, let's go on to our next theme for today, which is this. And we're looking at birds in my bird book, and we are now on the song thrush. I think these are fairly common. So there is the song thrush. I think these are very common indeed. And now you're going to tell me in your country you don't have them. Shirley says, I've got some good black earth. Good for you, Shirley. I'm going to have to come over and you're going to have to go out in the garden and show me what's going on there. Shirley's very busy. Shirley loves her garden. Shirley absolutely loves her garden. Okay, song thrush is obviously from the thrush family, 23 centimetres, which is 9 inches long. The song thrush is a warmer brown than the missel as in mistletoe, missel thrush. A regular garden visitor, the song thrush is more often seen feeding on the lawn and in flower beds than at your bird table. It is one of the best garden songsters, and its far-carrying whistling, unlike a blackbird's song, can be heard almost all year round. Its loud contribution to the dawn chorus that you hear on mild winter mornings is linked to the defence of territories. In cold weather, or if food is otherwise in short supply, song thrushes living in the countryside may join those already in the gardens. Tina's saying the seeds dawn scent are growing well. Excellent. Excellent. Voice of the song thrush. The song is composed of clear, fluting phrases, usually repeated 3 or 4 times and delivered from a treetop perch. A call note, tick, is given in flight, and there are blackbird-like notes of alarm. As summer advances, you may hear fledged young calling to their parents with sharp chicks from their hideout in the undergrowth. The orange flash beneath each wing distinguishes the song thrush from the missel thrush and fieldfare. The red wing has an even more obvious flash. Feeding. The song thrush feeds on insects and other invertebrates. Worms are an important food, especially in the earlier part of the year, as is fruit, including fallen apples and elder, holly and rowan berries in autumn. Snails are emergency ration, I think, for us all, mostly taken in winter frosts or summer droughts when hard ground makes worms difficult to come by. There's no Walt or Bolt there. To break open the snail's protective shells, song thrushes dash them against a hard anvil, such as a stone, path, or tree root, breaking the shells and sorting through the untidy remains. It's a laborious and time-consuming task that is not worthwhile when other food is readily available. Only song thrushes smash open snails, but watch for blackbirds waiting to snatch the snail flesh from them. The song thrush hops or runs forwards, occasionally pauses to look for prey with its head cocked to one side, and then pounces, often on an earthworm. Shyness often keeps the song thrush from the bird table, but it does feed underneath, taking fat, sultanas and kitchen scraps. It appreciates apples left in the quiet corners near the covered, often by hedges and shrubs. Yew berries. Song thrushes eat the red, fleshy fruits without digesting the poisonous seeds. Broken shells often litter the ground, can often be a sign of these birds. Nesting. The female constructs a solid cup-shaped nest from grasses, leaves, roots and twigs embedded in earth. The smooth nest lining, or dung, or mud mixed with saliva, is a trademark of the song thrush. A well-shaded site is usually chosen for the nest, low in a bush, tree, or among the thick foliage of creepers such as ivy. The same nest may be reused for further broods. And there is the nest and the eggs, so you can identify them. Yes, a very smooth base of that nest. Nesting, March to August, 2 or 3 broods, 4 to 6 black-spotted blue eggs, 13 to 14 days incubation, female, 26 to 28 days fledging, and 3 weeks until independent. The smooth mud lining of the shell stiffens the song thrush's bulky nest, and it may sometimes be missing in the dry summers. So that's our bird update for today. And I see we have squirrels magnet fishing outdoors in the house. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. And guys, don't forget, go and check out the channel if you're not already subscribed over there. Let's see the chat, what I've missed. Glitter World says the rhubarb plants from last year have bad worms in, pulled the whole thing up. Oh, goodness. Do you know what sort of worms they were, Shirley? And then if you can identify the worms, I can help you with what to stop them coming back. If I know what they are, I normally have some easy deterrent. And there's squirrels, magnet fishing and outdoors saying good morning. Shirley says, today they emerged from the soil. Ooh, a new pest-free plant. Oh, new rhubarb. So grateful. Excellent. And Steve's just popped the link up there. Thank you, Steve. Super moderator. If you guys have seen my 4K video, you will know how much I appreciate all my mods, all my viewers, everyone who comes to my channel. So if you missed it, here it is. So I'm doing shout outs, as it says there, throughout my lives. And I did have on my list that I'm going to do, because I've got to make a list. So I don't keep shouting out the same people and forgetting other people. So I've got a list. And I've actually got on that to shout out today squirrels, magnet fishing, and outdoors. And one reason that I've put squirrels at the top to shout out today was Squirrels is trying to get, I think it's 2K, trying to break 2K. So, guys, do go over there and subscribe. We're trying to get Squirrels to over, I'm sure it was 2K. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure it was 2K. So, that was going to be one of my shout outs today. And then Squirrels appears. So, excellent. Thanks for dropping a link. Yes, if you can see the chat, then there's a link there for everyone that's in the chat. Steve, don't forget to drop your own links, will you? And if anyone's got more than one channel, do let me know, because often I don't know people have got more than one channel. So do drop those if you've got those. I never mind any links put in unless you're linking a channel that I don't know of, because obviously they've not visited me. So apart from that, I'm quite happy for you. If you want anyone to promote what your videos are about, what your channel is about, if you're in my chat, then you're quite happy. I'm quite happy for you to do that. So guys, tell me about what your most recent video is, or what your next one coming up is, and put it in the chat if you're live, or if you're watching this back later, put in your comments. Yes, put in your comments in the comments. If you're hearing this, then you're obviously at this point of my live, watch it back later. So put in the comments about your channel. This is a community. This is a community. Some channels do forget it's about community, and they're more interested in building up their own channel. So we're a community. If you want to advertise your channel, it's the way to do it is through my channel. So let's do another link as well. Let's do my Australian friend Joe Hupp. That's Joe, Joehupp, Joe Hupp, and do go and check him out. He's a very good community member. He mostly watches my live on my other channel, because in Australia, that's obviously a time for him. I think it's about midnight when he watches my other live, but for me, this one starts at 5:30 p.m. my time, and my other live on Friday on my other channel starts at my 2 p.m. So for him, that's the one he can do. Here we go. Squirrels magnet fishing outdoors. My upcoming video is all the stuff I found magnet fishing. It will be out sometime today. There we go. So that will be amazing. I do like watching those sort of channels, because you can find awesome things, and if not, it's the fun. It's like going to a charity shop or a garage sale. You never know what you're going to find. Like I said at the beginning of this, what Mike came home from. I didn't mention where he got them from, did I? He was going out and he found them dumped by, we have here like those big bins in the community where you open the big roll top. That's what there are in the streets, if you like, here. And that's how we dispose of our rubbish. Nowhere near our property. We have to drive quite a way to be able to dispose of our rubbish. But of course, we have minimal rubbish, very little. We recycle plastic, bottles, glass, all sorts of things. And tomorrow we're actually going down our dump where you can recycle as well. So plastic and all the things I've said, glass, did I say glass, furniture. And this dump we go to, it's sort of a recycling centre as well. And you can take old furniture there. You can take things that you cannot throw away, like old car batteries, normal batteries, though they get recycled now. Garden waste, but things you're not allowed to throw away. Gas tanks. Someone gave us diving tanks, you know, what you put on your back when you go deep sea diving, because they said, oh, if you can sell them, then take the money for them. And apparently not, they don't buy them, the diving centres. So we were then stuck with them. I think we were given them to sell and make money because they didn't want the hassle of getting rid of them or driving off with them. So we took them there. As long as you tell them what it is, as I say, gas things, electrical stuff, medical stuff. If you've got any dangerous medical stuff or chemicals, anything at all, you go in. There's a man sort of as you drive in. It's outdoor, but there's a hut where you drive in. I have showed it a few times. Maybe I'll film a bit more of it tomorrow and put that in as well. And it's just loads of skips, and then there's a couple of buildings there and a sealed building where, as I say, you tell him what you've got and he tells you where to put it, as in if it's a dangerous thing or whatever. They take your address. There are, I don't know how many in Cyprus. Let's say 10 all around Cyprus. There may well be more, but I'm just explaining there's not a lot of them. And you have to be resident in a whole district to go to that one. And they take your address where you are. We don't pay anything. We can go as many times as we like. We don't pay anything. If we want to take something, we can take it. So no money exchanges hands. Because I've said that because Steve's saying you have to pay to dump yard chippings that you can't get in the composter. Yeah, we can take all that, but obviously we don't. We put it out for the goats. And I think that's a big part of it, because then people who've got farms, if they want to do like hugel beds or feed animals with old leaves and branches, that come in their trucks, put it in their trucks and off they go. Can't take anything. No, I think that's something I really like here. They haven't been here years and years. They've only been here in more recent years. But as I say, you can take everything. I think it's France. You can only go so many times a year. They take your car number plate, I think, there, and you can't go again, or your resident number or something. They have some way of knowing how many times you've been. Here you can go as many times as you want. As I say, you can take stuff away. They've actually got an area now which they didn't have. It's under shelter, and it's things like wheelchairs and old baby cots, things that people just want rid of, but maybe they're a bit more tatty than they would sell, or they can't be bothered to sell. So they've got an area there. Can't dump blackberry clippings. I would love some blackberry clippings. I'd love blackberries. Right, why is that then? Why can't you dump blackberry clippings? Is that because if you put them down somewhere they're reroot? Why you can't dump blackberry clippings? But yeah, nothing here they won't take. Nothing. I have filmed before, but it's in Greek. You can maybe do a screenshot of it to translate. I don't know. But I have done the list as you go in, all the things it says you can take. It's basically anything and everything. As I say, even hazardous stuff. There's this lock-up sealed container. You don't put it in there. As long as you tell them what it is, they take all sorts. And then obviously from there, a lot of stuff gets recycled. As I say, there's big skips all round as well, cardboard and your usual recycling stuff. And that's where I get a lot of my flower pots from. Spread, because they spread are hard to get rid of. Cool. Yeah, that's where I've got a lot of my flower pots. I got some really brand new ones the other day, and I'm pretty sure people bought pots of plants from the garden centre, planted them out and then threw the pots, and they were like perfect pots, all sizes. That's where I got that copper pan from that I was talking about earlier. The bamboo, if you've seen that, it's a great big bamboo piece of furniture. It's much taller than me. It's like an arch made of dark bamboo. And I've got that on my patio that's where I will eventually have herbs growing on there. They're a pain in the garden. Yes, they say if you buy a house with brambles, you'll never get rid of them. Never get rid of them. And I know a lot of rural places will just kind of try and get all cut down before any viewings, and you go, no brambles, and then you buy it and the property, and brambles galore. I also get from there, if I see old saucepans or old casserole pots, because they make great bases for pots. Got one recently, it's got a really pretty little picture on it, so things like that. Baking trays I've had from there before. Again, they make a good base for lots of little pots. What else have we got from there? Net curtains, because I use those to make my cover my plants to stop the butterflies laying their eggs. This toolbox I was talking about earlier, that was from there. It's got a little hole in the corner. It's only like small. Haven't found any garden tools there yet. That would be quite awesome. Mechanical stuff. Did I say you can take that there? Old mechanical stuff. As I say, furniture, tons of furniture. I was saying to Mike, if only like we could upholster things, and he could make them good, all the furniture, upholster them and sell them on. If someone were to start a business here, that would be the way to go. I'm no good at selling. I can't sell. Everyone said I should have worked in advertising. I'm great at slogans. I used to be very good with words and writing poems and stories and slogans, but I don't like to sell. I hate selling. Where I had my own business, I didn't like doing the advertising side, as in putting out adverts, and I don't sell. I don't sell well, but I'm brilliant as coming up with ideas and designs, and I've got the psychology side, so I know what colours and how to set an advert out, that kind of thing. But actually selling, don't like it at all. So yeah, don't say to me start a business up then. Apart from anything else, we figured out for us the amount of tax, business tax, whatever you want to call it, because it's called something else here, social insurance to work and all that. It will cost us far more to work than it does to not work. We don't get benefits or anything, so we're not like benefit people. We get zero benefits here because we're not Cypriot, and that's how we signed to come here. We had to sign to say we'll never be a burden on the system. That was the year we lived here. That was the regulation. So I can't have my disability benefit that I had in England. So for us to work, the amount we have to earn wouldn't work because it just wouldn't anyway. Yeah, so that's basically what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to go down the dump tomorrow because we've got some plastic stuff to get rid of, loads of plastic stuff, and we don't burden rubbish bins with recyclable stuff, so we store it up and then we take it. We've got to go to the vets tomorrow as well, and nothing bad this time. Nothing bad this time, just to get the worming tablets and the tick and flea thing. You have to do it here now, it's so hot, so every month or so we do all 4 cats, and that's another thing, particularly having 4 cats, you're more likely to get issues if you don't keep on top of things. So nothing bad. So that's over that direction. So Mike said, he said, you've been working hard today, so tomorrow we go off, you come with me. And because I like to go and look at the recycling centre. The last 2 times we went, they'd cleared it all. There was barely anything to look at, but I still came back last time with all the brand new flower pots. So that was pretty cool. I was really pleased with that. Let's do another quick shout out. Let's do, where's my list? Suburban Homestead, WYAZ. Go and check out the channel there. She's an awesome lady. And yeah, look out for more shout outs coming randomly during my lives. I'm not even putting up the logo now. I'm just going to randomly, when I pause for breath, go, oh yes, let's do another shout out. Okay, I'm going to finish there because I've got to go back to reality. I'm only virtual. Got to go back to reality now. So thank you for keeping me company, especially if you're on the live. That's very much appreciated. People to banter with. And I'm going to finish now. As I say, thank you all for being here, even if you're watching back. Or listening back. I keep saying, so many people say they listen to my lives while they're doing their chores or driving or gardening. So special hello to you. Yes, you. I'm in your earpiece. I'm talking to you. So thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for Steve for great moderating as normal. Thanks, Dawn. Bye for now, says Steve. Goodbye to everyone. Hope to see you back here again on Wednesday. Till next time, Meraki.